Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Amradorn and today we're going to step away from the computer screen and sit down at the table with a group of my friends as we play the RPG Tales from the Loop. Tales from the Loop is set in an alternate version of the 1980s. Now, our game is set in Grinnell, Iowa, which is where we're from. There are 3 large cooling towers outside of town. They are part of what is called the Loop. The Loop is a large particle accelerator that was built in the 1960s. A group of young kids are encountering strange things. They could be related to the Loop, or they could be simply the imaginations of a group of kids. We're going to find out. I will note that we are adults, playing a game. Some adult language, and occasionally adult gestures get shown on the screen. Take this as your warning. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. And now let's dive into this 1980s world that might have been where robots and mysteries surround a group of kids. Alright everybody. I have some gifts. This is the first batch. There will be some more coming later. Oh boy.
Woo! Yay!
Whoa!
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Those are so cool!
Awesome!
This will replace your character sheet, by the way. Oh. I didn't get your stuff written into it like I wanted to.
Oh, that's legit.
Thank you. Dude, this reminds me so much of school.
The other thing I'm giving away is everybody gets one color.
Green? Oh,
purple,
God.
blue,
Everybody dump them all over.
How many are there of what? So 10, I'm guessing?
I think so.
So you want us to rewrite everything in this book?
Yeah.
I guess Adam gets
You
gold.
can do that at your leisure.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Yay! Thank you.
Thanks, Steven.
Yeah, thanks.
So cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Do you need a? I have some pencils. I have come prepared. Do you need a pencil?
Oh god, this is
Written so neatly, and then I'm gonna chicken scratch in this book.
penmanship is awful.
It is your book. You can do with it as you wish.
I can doodle on it.
There are some kind of cheat sheets information in the books,
I saw that. Thanks, Steven.
and then the rest of it is for whatever notes you want to use. A couple of things to clarify. I will give you XP at the end of each session. You can spend 5 experience points to raise one of your skills. Also, I think I explained it, but I'm going to go over it again real quick. Anytime I ask you to do a skill test, I will give you a skill and an attribute, and that will become your dice pool. So if you have like a 3 in body and a 2 in force, you'll roll 5 dice, and you're trying to get at least 1 6. Almost all skill tests need just 1 6 to be successful. There will be a few every now and then that require 2 or 3, but nothing above 3.
Wait, aren't you Double D? Can we call you that, please?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Alright, so while you guys are messing around with your books,
Did we figure out where our hideout was? Was that playground?
you guys had decided something about a domed,
Yeah,
that
the jungle
little-
gym.
kind of like a domed jungle gym at one of the
Yeah.
schools. I don't think you decided which school.
Probably school.
It was middle school, since that's
Ooh.
probably where we're all going.
Probably.
Or soon to be going.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like the... I'm just gonna put playground equipment.
Alright, so it is August 13th, 1985. It's evening, and who wants to go to the movie?
Oh, I want
What's
to go.
playing?
Wait,
What
wait,
movie?
What's playing?
Explorers.
Yeah, sure.
Is that like a
I'm not
sci-fi
from- I'm
film?
not from the...
It's about 4 kids who build or 3 kids who build a spaceship based off of coded messages they get in dreams from a group of aliens.
Sounds like a
I'm
dirty
in.
movie.
It's sci-fi.
I would
It's
totally
hilarious.
go into that.
Yeah, Tommy and I would probably be
Absolutely
going.
hilarious.
You're probably dragging me along.
Have you,
I'm
ever,
gonna go
Yeah,
because
probably.
have you ever heard the joke about the rolls can hardly? It's a car.
Mm-mm.
Rolls down one hill, can hardly get up the next.
Oh,
That's from that movie.
oh really? Okay, I'll have to make a note of that. What's it called?
Explorers.
Did you write her lines?
I'll think of some
I'll
stupid
feed them
stuff.
to you.
I need to watch Deadpool too.
Oh, that one's good.
So who's going to the movie?
I downloaded it.
I think we all are.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think
Yep.
she's dragging me.
Are you coming
probably.
at
I'm
I'll be
dragging
in
like
Everybody.
you, and you.
Who wants to go see a movie? All right.
I'm going because she's going.
You're not dragging the
Amy.
computer geek to a
Amy.
sci-fi movie.
No,
He's
you
like,
and
let's
I are probably dragging everybody else.
Yeah.
Whose parent is taking you?
Not ours. Holy crap. Ours is screwed up.
Dad's taking me in
Oh god, it was Joanne.
his fancy big car that he's got.
It was Joanne. Don't
My
The
Uncle
man
Ken.
van.
Actually, it's
Uncle
more like
Ken's taking
it's
you?
probably more like a station wagon.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Probably.
definitely.
I think my uncle would probably take me. He's super nerdy too. He runs the comic store. So.
Okay. So probably a couple of parents
Dropping
Parent
us off.
chaperones.
with this bigger group. Okay.
Do we need to put anything back though? Do everything like with us that we need? Like, would this be right after school? Like, would we have to?
Oh, this is in the evening, so it's probably
it'll be
after
in the
dinner.
evening, probably about 6.
Just after
is it a
dinner,
school
yeah.
night?
It's summer.
It's
Oh,
August.
is it summer? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
School's a couple of weeks away.
Oh.
Not too far.
There you
I
go.
love
Perfect.
Okay. So in the 80s, school usually started right after the Iowa State Fair, late August.
School to
Yeah.
go.
My character loves school, but I'm number one on the
My
class.
character
No,
hates
you're
school
not.
is
I am.
flunking.
4-H
That's
was
something.
huge. in
You're
the
fighting
80s.
for it. You're in tie right now.
Just duke it out, man.
No, you guys are
So
rivals.
I'll teach you
we'll
guys how to
take
fight.
tests, and we'll see who gets the better score.
Oh,
you guys-
fist fights
So
are better.
you guys
Those
are rivals
fun.
like the
I'm a
Panga
geek. She'll
and
beat
that
me
one
up.
guy.
Duke it out.
I'll beat you up if you don't
When we
duke it out.
The Panga and that one kid were always rivals because they were
I
both
don't
the
want
A
to be a
students.
butthole. This is gonna be weird.
Fight my sister or fight me.
Yeah, right?
You don't necessarily have to be a jerk. You can just like hate everything.
Yeah,
else.
except for me.
Hate all objects and not necessarily people.
So let's quickly go around the table, give me your character name, and kind of give a brief description of what you're wearing and what kind of mood you're in.
I'm Ed,
Hello.
and I'm probably in a decent mood because I get to go see a movie.
What are you wearing?
Wearing
I am wearing kind of like the t-shirt is kind of like white with kind of like stripes on it, and then I'm wearing a green jacket and some.
We have the exact same pride.
Alright. Who else wants to?
Oh, I'll go.
Oh
Alright, so I'm Ashton,
Ashton Kutcher.
and I've got this like I think I'm older than what I actually am. So I've got like
Oh no.
the leather jacket and probably like kind of leather pants, but they're not really. They're just like black jeans or something.
Okay.
But I think they're leather, and I got the whole like hair fully pushed back and
Oh god, like Greeks. Like
Yep.
Greeks.
Leather jacket for his
Oh,
Green
God.
Master bicycle.
Yeah. My dad says I look cool.
So
got, like,
while
little
you're the
stars.
popular kid, you're kind of a throwback to the 50s.
He
That
likes
makes you
watching
popular with the
Fonzie
ladies.
a
He's a huge
lot.
fan of Grease Life.
Well, Happy Days was in reruns in the 80s.
John
Oh,
Travolta's
really?
my hero.
He puts the playing card that he bumps
Oh,
on the tire.
dude. Just wait till
Motorcycle.
hairspray comes out. It gets better.
So do you secretly have a pair of bell bottoms in your closet?
Oh, yeah. They just hang in the far back. I pray to him every night before bed.
You have a shrine dedicated to your bell bottoms.
Blessed be the funk.
Alright, so that's Sean and Colin. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I'm wearing, well, I'm Hannah. I am wearing a purplish blouse with this bright purple gaudy bow on it. I've got a really light brown jacket and blue jeans and black Converse.
Okay.
I'll go. I'm probably wearing a
What's your name?
oh Tony. My name's Tony.
Tony.
Tony. Nice to meet you, Tony.
I'm wearing probably these like way too big for my head. Glasses are square and roundish. Square but rounded.
My name's Tony.
Maybe even some maybe a little darkness to them.
In the Air Force, we called those birth control glasses.
And they're working.
They're just gonna call them that.
They still call them that?
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
Because they work.
Probably like a almost like a white collared shirt, but Kind of bright button up, black slacks.
Okay.
Just kind of
I'm also
Professional.
curious how old everybody is.
Oh yeah.
We're the
I'm
same.
12.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, we're 13. We're twins.
13. I'm 12.
11.
My next.
Sure.
Yeah, you'll
Three
go.
of you next.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's trying to stop.
You said you're 13.
I know what I'm wearing.
My name is Ed. You can call me Double D. I am 12. I have a Cubs jersey on. My
Nice.
Favorite player is Ryan Sanders.
That's
You're cool because you can
I actually think I have a Stanford jersey, so.
Also blue jeans.
cute.
Kind of black, slick back hair.
I like you.
Wait, you got one.
he's my dude friend.
Oh god.
So,
Bro.
do you play baseball?
Bromance.
I do. I play every sport.
Right.
He's the all-around athlete.
That's right, you're a kind of guy who has a baseball bat.
I can go next. I'm Clark. I'm 11. I have short, jet black hair. I'm obsessed with superheroes, so I have the little Superman curl
Oh,
going
that
on
is
in
so
front.
cute. Oh my god.
I'm.
Do you wear underoos?
I haven't thought about that. I'm not.
Versus Spider-Man.
I'm not your
Superman.
typical looking like
Every day he wears a
geek
costume.
because
He's a weirdo.
I'm always wearing my superhero shirt and then I have slightly baggy pants. But yeah.
That's like the definition of geek.
Okay. My
No,
name is
no.
Lydia.
Definition geek is
I'm
you should have been a
13.
weirdo who wears a costume
I've got
every day.
big,
just has a button up.
Bright freaking hair with like red and blue streaks all over it. I've got a homemade cut-off Twisted Sister shirt with a bright purple mini skirt, like bodycon
You
skirt.
flash.
And I've got fishnets
Uses
and
Rebel.
black leggings.
How do your parents feel about that outfit?
It's-
Mom supports it. Dad
Yeah.
doesn't like it.
I do what I want. I don't care what my parents say.
No, you care about what Mom says. You don't care
She
about what
thinks I
Dad
look
says.
hot.
Dad's like, my
I think
kid's a
you look
charlatan.
like a skank.
Your dad thinks you're a harlot.
You hungry?
I'll remember that one.
Looking like an omelet.
I think my
Some
character would
cheese
be trying to calculate for him when the Cubs would win it. And it's to be continued at this point.
Yeah, we've still got the goat curse going on at this point.
Look at how thin my sandwich is.
85. We've got to
37?
wait another
35.
35
It's not
years.
fat with a
32 years until we're 2017.
Oh, what?
That's a Jew.
Wait.
Getting rid of this.
80s.
That's a good
I
sandwich.
don't have that on my cowboy.
She was
Okay.
gonna use
Oh,
fat
yeah,
all the
it's
time,
pretty
by
good.
the way.
So, you've all gone to the movies.
Hold on, I need to write down everyone's names or I'm gonna forget.
Oh, me too. Wait, yeah.
Explorers is really awesome. You guys like it. Has everybody actually seen it?
I have not.
No.
Nope.
I don't know any of you.
What was the rating on it, just for curiosity?
PG.
It was.
So it was a bright, sunny day. It was really kind of hot. Probably, of course, in the 80s, it didn't get nearly as hot as it does in April and May now.
Oh, God.
Although, it never seemed to fail that the 2 weeks, right around the fair, were always like really super hot.
Always.
Yeah, like mid
Still
90s to hundreds.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of a warm day. You guys have spent a lot of time outside playing today. Just running around the neighborhood. I mean, in the 80s, as long as you could get somewhere and on a bike or on foot and be home by dark, most parents didn't care.
Just go outside and get away
That's the
from
same
me.
way with
Yep.
my parents.
The 80s were simpler times.
How old are you?
They were better.
12.
So,
Video games were still pretty new. Not a whole lot of people had consoles.
Lydia.
What, the Atari came out yet?
13.
Atari was out.
Tommy, how old are you?
LYD.
Yeah. There is a video arcade in town called Zaps.
Ooh.
You guys probably spent quite a bit of time there and probably dropped quite a few quarters.
You're 13.
probably.
How many did you
How old's
lose?
your character? Hey, Tommy. How old's your
Um,
character?
11.
That's what I thought.
But for the most part, it's just kind of been a lazy summer. School's coming around here in a couple of weeks. You're not really looking forward to it.
12.
You guys might get an opportunity to go to the Iowa State Fair at some point. Most families make at least one trip. So you guys,
What is
you get some snacks and drinks and stuff for the
Restaurant.
movie. You pig out.
No.
You, the movie goes really well. You really enjoy it. When you guys get out, so this is late on a Thursday, and most of the stores and stuff around town stay open late on Thursday nights. I don't know if they still do that. They used to.
Kind of like tell how
I
they
think
do
it's
that.
Friday nights
Oh,
now.
yeah, they do.
Used to be Thursday nights here. I
Oh,
think.
really?
I think it's mostly Fridays because that's the end of school and end of like work sometimes. So
So after you guys get out of the movie, the parents that are with you give you a little bit of spending cash, and Dad will be home in a couple of hours.
Oh, I gotta go. Let's play
So-
some Pac-Man.
Where do you guys want to go?
I say the arcade.
Strip club.
Yeah, let's go there. I'm down.
You're probably not going to get into the strip club.
I know a guy.
I look
I'm going to
badass.
I know a guy.
I'm
I
going
can
to
get us
Hey
in.
man,
You guys
my
are
uncle gave me a
really
5
craps.
spot. I'm showing it off.
Craps.
Craps? Well, I'll play.
Sounds like
Sounds fun.
duty.
You smell like duty.
It is a poker game. It involves 2 decks.
Ooh. I'm down. Gambling's fun.
Have we eaten?
picked
You've
out.
had snacks at the movies, but you're teenagers. You can always
We
eat.
hungry.
Are,
we'll
well-
go and get some food.
I can still
our parents maybe?
Maid Right is probably still open too, so we could go get burgers and shakes.
Yeah, you can go to Maid Right.
Ooh, milkshake sounds real good.
You can go to Cunningham's for the fountain. They also have sandwiches. You
I'm
guys
sure they
can
have good milkshakes.
you guys can go hang out with Teddy.
What?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
With the arcade, would they have like, could we earn like types of like candies?
They probably have snacks for sale, but they don't do. They're not like what the more modern ones where they've got tickets and stuff where you get prizes.
They're more like arcade.
It's just a money sink.
Right.
Kids money sink.
They've taken all
I want
my.
to go get a burger and some fries. I want to go to Maid Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. that's
Burger
good.
and a milkshake.
That's what I was thinking, man.
Yeah.
I'll take all 3.
Well, you all
Why
know
not?
that the best milkshakes come from Cunningham's.
Let's go
They
there.
have burgers.
They have burgers.
All right, we'll go there.
We'll go there for
Yeah, we'll go to Cunningham's.
Okay.
Yo, I'm friends with the robot there. I know his shifts. I know when we can sneak some free stuff.
You can hook us up.
I can hook you guys up. Well, not you, but
What the hell?
I don't want any free shit from you.
Oh shit.
take my own free shit. You want some free shit?
Yeah, I want some free shit. I'm
Why
always
did
down
they
for free
do
shit. High five, man.
Yeah.
Free shit.
Psych!
Oh. Okay. I'm not sure I can blur out a finger.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
I'll do better.
I'll do better.
2 finger.
You're encourager though, so.
I'll do this instead.
Just do this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
11.
Alright, so you all heading out of the cinema, you go down to 4th Avenue and you walk down to Cunningham's. You enter the big building. Cunningham's has got this huge metal and green sign outside and big
It
Cunningham's
hangs
written
in
white.
the movie theater now.
You guys go into Cunningham's. You go all the way down the left-hand side of the store to this huge counter, and you see Teddy there. He's making his way back and forth, serving people, and there's this contraption behind him that is the soda fountain, and there's a little small grill there. And you guys hop up onto the stools, and there's only enough stools for 6 of you.
I'm calling a seat.
7 of us?
I'll sit next to Lydia.
I think the
Almost.
youngest, just so the older ones can actually be taller than the others.
The twins are the oldest.
So
ones
Adam
right
doesn't
now.
get a seat.
Yeah, I think this is between Tony and Clark. They're the youngies.
So y'all gonna rush for a seat?
Yeah.
So make me a body and move test.
Oh
You
no!
guys are done.
Oh no!
Oh, shoot, I've got a 2 in that.
Alright, I'm good.
How many did we roll for this?
Okay, so what's your score in body?
Oh, 2.
Okay, and what about move?
Oh, it's 4 and then
Too
2.
bad this is a snake.
So you're gonna roll
I'd
6
be a little bit
dice.
better than Scott right now.
Cough.
So if I don't,
Oh,
if I don't have any in move, I don't roll a dice for it.
oh,
So you just roll the one for body.
Hey!
Whoa.
hey. Sorry, Steven.
We're in the same boat. We have the most dice and we still got nothing.
Alright, so,
We're not the brightest, so they're like, all right, everybody, get a seat. And they run. We're like, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
What?
we're like, all right, we're gonna race for it. Hey, what's that?
And we
alright,
fall for
so
it.
I'll go around and how many 6s did you get?
0.
Okay.
0.
0.
0.
2.
1.
1.
Okay, so the 3 of you
Wait, did you have 2?
very easily get the chairs.
Oh, I got 1.
The 4 of you trip and fall and slide on the floor in a big mass
Can I take out
as
the
you're
waiter?
trying to get to the chairs.
I rolled 3 once. Can I like trip and take out the waiter while I'm doing it?
He's behind the counter, so
Somehow I trip, fall behind the counter, and I knock him over and knock like whatever's in his hand on the floor.
Oh, shoot.
you knock over a bunch of drinks on the counter, and they like spill down all over the back side.
Oh,
shit.
smooth
And,
move,
and all of his clothing is just soaked with drinks.
With soda.
You see me
and
get some like
milkshakes.
some of the
Wow.
paper towels or napkins and stuff, and go, my bad.
Wow,
I'm so sorry. And
it's a
just-
Way to go there.
I'm not even gonna try and fight for a seat anymore because I see there's 3 more. I'm gonna just kind of sit.
Okay. You see his robotic hand grab some paper towels and start.
Wow, it's a great night to not know these guys, huh?
Shit.
There's a couple. At the far end of the counter, there's a couple of old farmers that are just kind of laughing at you guys.
You guys
You're like, same old Ed.
Question, do they have a table that could have fit 7?
No.
No.
Alright.
No, this was all one counter.
It's just a counter.
It's also a drugstore, so
Yeah.
Dude, drugstores are fun. They have one in Hamburg where my grandparents
calm
live.
down. You need to go get rehab or something.
No, this is not a character. They have one in Hamburg still. It's called Stoners.
David, Kayla needs to go to rehab.
Perfect name for a
I know, right? They
drugstore.
have good toast. They use real butter.
They have the toast.
I do.
use real butter.
They do. I've been going there since I was like 6.
They gotta have the toast for the stoners.
They do.
They walk out
And
of
that
their
real butter,
blaze,
they know.
They have the special brownies.
blaze
good
out of their
milkshake.
mind. They're like, hey, we
That was
use
good.
real butter, dude.
They walk out of their 420 toasted dudes.
I hate you guys. They have good food, man. They have good milkshakes and vanilla wafers.
Alright.
I'm gonna tell my grandma that.
I love vanilla wafers.
You guys see Daryl is in here. He's like mopping up over in some aisles over on the side of the drugstore.
I kind of look at Daryl going, Daryl, we gotta clean up on the aisle of the kitchen.
Aisle of the kitchen.
Who's there?
Daryl is one of the clerks at Cunningham's.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
He's not the owner, but he's one of the clerks.
So Daryl, and then the robot guy's name.
Is Teddy.
Okay.
But
Teddy's kind of a permanent fixture. He's actually attached to the wall.
but teddies are squishy, not hard as a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teddy bears are
Shortly after he got installed, everybody started calling him Teddy and just kind of stuck.
gotcha.
is it because he looks like Teddy Roosevelt?
He might.
That'd be a good reason.
We haven't really described him. He certainly could if you guys wanted to.
I mean, it would make sense for them to call him Teddy that way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the smart kids.
and then it just kind of picks up.
Yeah.
I mean, and while it's easy enough to distinguish that he is a robot, he's a humanoid robot. He's got like a plastic human face. I mean,
Does he look like Vision?
Or does he look more
No,
like
he
old
looks-
Ultron?
He looks creepy. He looks like this creepy, like metal skeleton thing with
Have
like
you
wig
seen
and that.
Have you seen Nick
See the
Valentine?
pictures?
that
Would he look more like Nick Valentine, where he's kind of got the
the plastic.
humanoid stuff
Yeah.
plastered on him?
it would be more like Nick Valentine.
Okay, I'm down.
So like he's humanoid, but you can definitely tell he's robotic.
Yep. Alright.
Does he speak?
He does.
How bad is the farm recession rate about now? Just out of curiosity.
We're just before the savings and loan crisis.
Alright. Curious on that one.
So that it's probably starting somewhere, but it hasn't really affected anybody.
Who do I order from? Do I order from
Teddy.
Teddy?
You order from Teddy.
Alright, so as I take my seat, I'm like, 1 burger, Theodore.
How would you like it?
Ketchup and mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
No pickles.
You see the top half of Teddy kind of rotate around while his bottom half is still facing the counter, and he pulls out a burger and puts it on the grill and starts cooking it.
I'm probably still there taking napkins and sticking them.
He's not really paying attention to you as you do that, but
The gestures notice.
you're starting to. I mean, they're sticking to him.
Can we take multiples?
I'm expecting it's like a
It's probably like starting to
layered
flash.
napkins like all over. I
Just hope he doesn't get too close to the grill.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. What'd you do?
set him on fire.
Oh, God, please don't.
Add it to the list too. I actually wrote this down that I tripped, took out some drinks, and got Teddy all soaked out and helped me cleaning him up.
It may end up burning.
Everything's ordered, like
I'll add that too.
list and like.
Yep, there's a menu behind, on the wall behind the soda fountain. It's got all kinds of drinks, and you know that you can take and mix and match the flavors because of the way the fountain is set up. There's also a list of sandwiches and burgers that you can order.
What I'm asking is like, it would probably conserve time for us to all give them all at the same time, and then do it and then give it to one person individually.
Yep.
So
He just got there first.
Right.
So.
Can you turn the radio on?
There's probably a jukebox.
Okay.
Yeah, is there like a radio on the counter, or is it like a jukebox, like in the store?
There's a jukebox.
A jukebox.
Ooh, I want to buy a song.
Yo, throw some tunes on, Lydia.
I got a good one.
I throw you on. Don't work.
Would you like to know what you want? Would
Sure.
you like 2 double cheeseburgers, plain fries, and milkshake?
Jeez, no wonder you're
You guys are
double
so
meat badass.
boring.
Oh wait, no.
Don't get anything on your burger.
I'm 12. I don't know that word.
Burn lots of energy, man.
Lard butt.
Play lots of
That's why he has
sports.
his
I get
double
the
D
special.
over there.
Yeah, we'll
As
play
he starts
sports.
working on your order, you see these 2 kind of doors open up and an extra pair of arms come out.
Whoa. That's pretty cool.
that'd be handy in some sports.
Mr. Handy.
Ooh, what sound should?
Alright, after a while, I go sit in one of the other booths because nobody else claimed it. So I'm sitting in one.
The question is, how are we ordering?
I'm just gonna go. I want a milkshake.
I'm alright. I already ordered.
We each order
I'm
individually.
gonna say I want a milkshake in my hands. Hands aren't even on the counter. Hands are not even on the counter.
Your regular milkshake.
Yep, just regular vanilla milkshake.
Chocolate malt.
I'll take a chocolate malt too, please.
Can we put candies into it?
Sure can.
Girls are so basic.
Is there
You're
nerds?
basic. You
Shut up.
There are
Basic.
nerds. There are definitely nerds. I ate so many of those.
Don't you have some cats to go sacrifice?
I know what song I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna play "Hit Me with Your Best Shot" by
Okay.
Gravitron.
You stick a quarter in the jukebox and
Here's my song.
hit that song and
Right, that we're not actually listening.
I like her a lot. She's super cool. Why don't you hit me with your best shot?
Just as the song is starting to play, it begins to skip,
And like gently hit the jukebox.
Hit.
and then it continues on with the song normally.
I fixed it,
It's
guys.
like definitely in character. You're like, stupid.
Or she like kicks it or
I'm
something.
massively distracted by it because I want to fix it.
Yes. Set the mood. This song's good.
How are the
Thank you.
farmers reacting to that? Like on old farmers.
They're probably just not on that.
They're just with kids. They're kind of used to it. These 2 old farmers basically they don't farm anymore. They just come in and sit here and have coffee all day.
Oh,
They're like my grandfather used to go to the donut shop in town, and him and his buddies would just go there, sit there for like most of the day.
Yep.
And then when I get off school, I'd walk by and then sit down there and get donuts from my grandfather.
Go over to him and ask him. We can't really interact with him, can we? Much.
Teddy?
Yeah. No, the person that's cleaning.
Oh, yeah, you can go talk to him if you want.
Yeah, well, I'll ask him what's up with the jukebox.
Oh, it's just getting old.
Have you had like somebody try to fix it before?
I can do that.
It costs money.
I'll try that. Give me a hammer and some tools and I'll figure this out.
Just kick it. It works fine.
After a few bites into my sandwich, I get on the dance floor and start breaking it down.
There isn't much of a dance floor.
Oh, he gets a cardboard box.
That's the full-on future dance.
He starts dancing.
He's over there like, dance off right now.
What do you think I'm doing? I'm distracting you, dummy.
Put me down for a dance off. That'd be fun.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes at this point and just drink my chocolate malt.
You can join him if you want.
I'll
I'll
join
join
you
you in
counter.
dancing.
I'm just gonna sit down and drink my shake.
I point and wink at you.
Oh,
Gag me with a spoon.
I am eating my food and reading my comic
You
book.
have been shot down.
you got
Used to
roasted.
it.
She hit you with
She
her
only,
best shot.
she only hates me because she digs me.
I just was
And he's over
here.
here like, split hard to get.
I
Play hard to
you
get,
got
little lady.
friend zoned.
I tell Let's Go all the time, play hard to get, little buddy.
Alright, so you and Ashley are
Tell him that since he was 14.
Yeah.
What dance move is that?
Alright,
Dance.
I challenge Lydia to a dance up.
Alright, I'm gonna kick your bootay.
What would we
that
roll
be?
for it?
Yeah, what are we?
Is it a move check again? Because we're moving and
Moving body.
Do you have a performance or?
Or
Wait,
is it a
It would be move.
a moved body check?
or is it a charm?
So,
check?
let's do heart and charm.
Oh,
Oh,
shit, I
no.
got 2.
Colin's actually good at this.
Oh, I got 5.
He's got 7.
Oh!
He nailed it! I just like fall on my
You
face.
face plant it and you see him just like break dance and just like 360 spin.
I'm just
land
like-
it.
You try to do a spin and just like
I ruined my
smack your
hand.
leg into the booth that he's sitting in.
And then knocks everything else out and then
He's
Teddy's
spinning around like, get
really
some.
looks at me like really serious. Oh my, it wasn't me. The hands weren't even on the counter. I'm sorry.
So sorry.
Teddy's like automatically, if something goes wrong, he looks at me because he knows I'm like accident prone.
Everything's your fault.
When I'm talking to the, I'll ask him, hey, do you mind if I take a look at it? I fix her box all the time.
My boom box.
I laugh from the other side of
He just like,
And Tony's
not
11,
that
so he
kind of
doesn't.
box. That's disgusting.
Tony's 11, so he doesn't get the joke. He's like, what? I just fix her box.
She totally go after like 16-year-olds.
He tells you you're gonna have to talk to Paul about that.
Yeah.
You gotta talk to Paul about fixing boxes.
Fix that one that Ashton just broke
I'm
down.
not gonna let some kid tear apart the jukebox.
That's fair, I
without-
understand.
But,
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially not with this one in the store.
I'm sure.
he'd probably end up dumping something all over the wiring inside and short out half the place.
Oh no, you dropped a soda in it.
There's me.
A
Like,
Diet
I
Coke.
swear, my hands aren't even on the counter, guys. I'm sorry.
He's like the fat kid from Goonies.
Oh,
Chunk?
can you do
my
that?
God, he's Chunk.
Do the truffle shuffle. Would the Goonies be out by now? Or is that a 90s
I think that's
Late
late
80s
80s.
sometime.
Yeah,
Late
I think Goonies is still a couple of years out.
Okay, I wasn't sure on that one.
I'm gonna build my shatter teeth grappling hook.
Alright, so as you guys are
Dr.
finishing
Jones.
up your meals and your drinks, an individual walks in. You know him as Peter. He is the guy who is...
1985 for the Goonies.
It came out this year.
1985.
1985. Oh, shoot.
So,
There's probably previews for it.
yeah, so you
June
probably...
7th.
Oh.
It came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So we know the
it's-
truffle shuffle.
Yeah, you know the truffle shuffle.
Yeah!
I make people do it all the time, or else I'll
Alright,
beat the crap out of it.
So, you know Peter is the guy who currently manages the Booklada store, which is down the corner from Cunningham's.
My favorite place.
Now, this Booklada is a little bit different than the one that we know from real life. This one, it sells books, but it also has kind of a new age feel to it. There's dream catchers in there, there's crystals, there's self-help books.
I could use those.
You know, there's incense and candles. It's
It's a flower child shop.
Oh,
Exactly.
That's how we would describe it.
That'd probably be all.
Which
after
makes
the
me like it
incense.
even more because it's peaceful and quiet
Is he
and
a
away from
stoner?
Lydia.
I've never gone in there.
probably not.
I'd probably go in there for the incense. That's about it.
I go in there
Well,
for the chicks.
even if it was just a plain bookstore, you probably
You go in there because I go in there. Creep.
Let me investigate your aura.
So you're the only one on the radar.
You see him come in, and as he approaches the counter, like no, you kind of can smell him.
Oh,
As
Like,
he's
does he have an earthly aroma?
He does.
Oh, I don't know what he's been doing. It's pretty cool.
He's a midnight poker.
He comes up to the counter, and you see Teddy pull out a plain brown paper bag and set it on the counter, and Peter picks it up and walks away without even paying for it.
How much do you guys want to bet those were popping, please? Do you guys even know what those are?
What's pot?
No.
It's a drug, and it makes you feel
Drugs
amazing.
are bad.
Lydia.
My
Okay.
mom does drugs, and she's fine.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mom is not fine.
I'm gonna ask
That's
Teddy
just
why
a
he doesn't
butthole.
pay for that.
I'm sorry.
He runs a tab.
Can I run a tab?
No.
Can I? Can I get one?
Is it because I'm 12?
No.
Then why?
Probably because we hang out with Ed.
No.
Like, Ed over here has a tab.
I'm gonna go
and it's
ask.
like 120 or something like that. It's all the shit you broke.
I'm gonna go back up to the cleaning guy and ask him what that was. The cleaning guy.
Oh, that's just Peter picking up his nightly meal.
Is
He
he
runs
the
a tab.
Spider-Man?
No.
Did he not? Why did he not pay for it?
Spider-Man, I got a Spider-Man
He
comic
runs
book
a
at home.
tab.
Yeah, I bet you do.
No, you can't run a tab.
He lives in the apartment above Booklada. He runs the place for his mother, who's been sick for a while.
Alright.
She's practically bedridden at this point.
Oh,
Wish this old comic book.
that's sad.
Yo, we have some time. You want to go hit up that creepy comic shop in the alley?
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
creepy hours are fun.
That's my uncle's shop. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Whatever you say,
Comics are
dweeb.
fun.
I'll follow you, nerds.
I'll finish my vanilla shake and then head down there as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
Finish the
My Uncle
chocolate
Kent is
malt.
a
How
hip
much
dude.
did the parents give us
It's a
each?
nice guy.
Gave me enough to buy my shake and the front the bill for like my stuff I broke
Yeah.
today.
So in the 80s, that probably would have been less than $5.
So if my uncle gave me $5, that's a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
In other words,
Because we had a nickel and dime store in town where we could go buy stuff for
yeah.
cheap.
Ben Franklin is in town.
Oh, I miss my friend Franklin.
Yeah.
I got rid of that.
I used my allowance
So-
from my uncle for my
They
stuff from
probably
his store.
gave you each $5, and you probably have about, a third of it left.
I probably have like a quarter of
Time to
it
go buy
left
some
because I had to
comic
pay
book.
for the stuff I broke.
You might have less unless you have your own.
My parents are probably used to giving me more since I am a bottomless pit of
Fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, speaking of money, how are everybody's families situated?
They're not.
I like this.
I'd say ours are kind of middle class.
I think I like
One of her
my-
mom doesn't
my dad's
drink
kind
and
of-
drug
or
away.
My house is kind of on the upper wealth of things.
Okay, so you're kind of well off.
Upper middle class, kind of. Dad works at a pretty good job, and mom's a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
I live with my uncle. If he runs the comic book store, how wealthy would he be?
Probably not very well.
You have a good diet of ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles weren't really a thing.
Cabbage soup, then.
Ew, Brussels sprouts.
Potato soup, probably.
TV
Chili.
dinners are probably something
Oh,
you're
yeah.
very familiar with.
I still eat TV dinners.
My mom and dad fight all the time, so
I
I get money from each of them to keep me out of the house.
Oh man,
We live-
lucky.
House on the nice side of town, but it's like a family. It's been in the family. So. There's a reason I'm number one in school.
You've probably got like really crappily drawn comics, like hand-drawn comics that
Oh
you make.
gosh.
I'm gonna do
Are
it.
you-
I'm a terrible artist.
You do your iconic item though.
Yes.
Although you're not aware of its value, if you were to sell that, you'd probably make some decent money.
Yeah.
Wait, what is your iconic item?
His iconic item is Action Comics #1.
My uncle gave it to me.
Whoa!
It's not in great shape,
Oh
No,
god, no, but still.
It's beat up. My uncle's had it since he was a kid.
but even one that's in rough shape would still be worth a decent amount of money. You just don't realize what
It's
you
just
got.
like a Black Lotus. You get one of
No,
those, doesn't
my
matter
uncle
what
gave it to me in
condition,
good
people
condition,
pay
but I'm
good money
11,
for it.
so I just throw it in my book bag and carry it around.
You bring it with
My,
you, showing it
And
up.
then when I'm 30, I'm gonna be mad at myself.
I probably have a mom.
Like I am now.
I
probably have a mom.
I have.
My mom's at home, probably single, and my dad is
Recently divorced. Recently
now in
divorced.
prison because that's where I got my sparkling part from my dad because he's in the prison for basically what the current that day and age of basically money wiring, whatever that would be.
Laundry.
Money
Laundering.
laundering.
Yeah,
So kind of a white collar crime.
right.
Does anybody have any parents that work at the Loop?
What's the loop?
The Loop is those 3 towers.
Oh,
that sit
is it
outside.
like kind of?
Our dad's probably worked with
They're
us
the
from there,
particle
but-
accelerator. That
Probably mine because if it makes decent money, then he'd probably work there.
My family's stupid as shit.
Yeah, our dad probably has worked with some of them, but doesn't actually work.
My dad probably works there, and because the mom's a stay-at-home mom, he probably works there.
My dad's probably a car salesman.
I don't.
I
I don't have a mom. My dad works all the time at the Loop, so that's why I live with my uncle.
Okay.
Or my
My
dad
dad's always
did
working.
before
My
he
dad
died.
has the good hours. He works. So
Where's your guys' mom? Or yeah.
They're still living together.
Yeah.
They're just
Mom,
fine.
I don't know where mom works. If she really
Rick and
does,
Morty.
because I think she's drugging and boozing most of the time.
Yeah,
so
she just sleeps around and gets money
No,
from other
Just,
people.
it's the Rick and Morty relationship. They just stay together even though they hate each other.
Yeah,
So-
essentially.
So she probably spends a lot of time over at the Sunset Lounge or Links or
Yeah.
Duffy's or.
Yeah.
Secretly works at the strip club. That's why you're not.
Probably.
honestly, that's
Number
probably
one earner.
Yeah, right? Ew. That's probably true, though.
Oh, from what
My uncle's
Russ
probably her
was saying
regular.
that they have an amateur night like every other night.
Well, she's probably there.
My uncle's probably her regular.
Oh, God! No! Well, I mean, she's already sleeping with
That's
his
why you
dad.
get. That's why you get
so-
potato
After
soup all
she's
the
talked to
time.
most of the other men in the
Yeah,
town.
that's true.
Hey, that's where you guys came from.
Like father, like son. Dad's
You guys-
going for the
maybe-
mother. I better
you
go
guys
for the
don't have the
daughter.
same father.
We're twins.
We have this.
Says who? You
Okay.
guys don't look anything alike.
Are you identical twins or just
Fraternal.
fraternal twins?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of you's nice and one of you's the devil. So
Are you guys aware
I'm like Juco.
of the affair? Or
I
is
believe
it
I
just
am.
something that
I believe she knows,
we
but
as
I don't
players
know.
know about our characters?
Yeah.
Because
I believe Lydia
as a
would
character, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Our
I think
mom's
we're
probably
right.
told us.
Told
Probably
you
told
at
me all
least.
about it.
All I know is my parents give me money to leave, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you because that's too much. Oh my
I remember
gosh.
Pomida.
There was one in Tama for a
Yeah.
while, and then they closed
so
it.
are we going to the comic shop? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow you nerds around.
So you guys leave Cunningham's and you walk down the alley, and
Place kind of creepy.
It's
it
pretty
is
cool.
pretty dark back there. But
Have you guys seen the movies? Isn't this where like all the bad things happen?
This is where all the cool stuff happens, don't you know? You see like ghosts and dead
Shut up,
people and
Lydia. Shut up.
Don't worry, I had my bat.
Ghosts are not cool, man.
stuff. Dude,
Ghosts are scary.
freaking awesome.
Why do you bring your bat
They like
everywhere?
haunt people.
You never know when you'll need a bat.
But a bat would be useless against a ghost.
How do you know? Have you ever fought a ghost?
Was
Hey,
Ghostbusters?
There you go. I'm pretty sure my boy
the first one
Double D
probably.
has
Yeah, the
fought
first
some
one
ghosts
was.
before.
I mean, they're
Because
made
the
of
theme
goo.
song
the
was
first one
pop-
was like 82 or 83.
Yeah, so I've seen that.
But
It's a class D
Dude, don't you
spectral
know just like
phenomenon.
ghosts are made out of the goo and stuff?
It would stick more than.
you never know when you need to beat a ball with a bat.
Double D's a ghost hunter.
Oh,
Double D's and ghost
You
faces.
got Ghostbusters engraved on your back.
Oh jeez. You got a like fake tattoo of
And if that
Ghostbusters.
doesn't work, I just swing an iron rod through anything.
He seems pretty cool to
And
me.
if that doesn't work, he's got a vacuum.
When there's
Oh,
yeah.
strange.
Well, my
In
parents had
neighborhood.
the vacuum.
Who you gonna call? Oh, sorry.
No, that was one of the most popular songs of
Yeah,
one of the
but
top 20 songs of 1995.
Hey man, that is
so-
still one of the
Afraid
greatest
of
songs
ghosts.
ever.
I have it on my Spotify. So.
Everybody make me a comprehend roll, which is a mind roll.
Hey!
Yes!
Good at.
Man,
I get 3 dice in it?
I get
Mine?
3.
4.
I get 4.
Oh my god!
Ooh! I get another 3.
Oh shit. Yay!
Wow.
One.
Oh, that's too fast. Go back.
Oh! Yahtzee!
Oh no, I get 4.
Wow.
Sad. You get so many dice. I picked the wrong dice.
You
Wow,
picked the
okay.
wrong color. Ooh, I'll try to find the dice for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so did everybody get at least 1 6?
No.
Yep,
Yep.
I did.
Yep.
I got 3.
I even
Okay.
have a point in comprehend, and I
So-
still didn't get nothing.
I got 2 and I
Um,
only rolled 2 dice.
if you got at least 1 6, you hear the sound of howling.
Ed and I are
This sounds
arguing with
cool.
each other.
Let's go
And
see
then
it.
I trip and fall into a trash can.
Yeah.
Because I also rolled a 1.
I rolled 2 ones.
So
I rolled
Like,
3.
he
Jinkies make-
pushes me in the trash can, and then when he realized what he did, he kicks me and rolls
Are
me down.
there consequences for ones?
Oh, I thought.
I'm making
Okay.
it so because
Okay.
my character's accident prone.
It sounds good. That's cool.
Alright.
Makes your
Um,
character.
You trip and fall and knock him into a dumpster. and when you realize it, you kick the dumpster. You make kind of a loud noise. If you got more than 1 6, at the end of, so you guys are about halfway through the alley. At the far end of the alley, where it intersects with 5th Avenue, you see a shadow run past on 4 legs.
He fell over. He's bait.
Oh,
Right.
way to go, Ed.
I heard
Can you
something.
not
What was
knock
that?
something over tonight?
Let's go investigate.
Don't worry,
It's
it's
okay,
just
Ed.
a neighborhood dog.
Go tell Sarah.
Ooh, doggies, let's go see it.
Dogs where? I didn't see a dog.
It was
Don't tell
it was
Sarah. She'll
actually
tell
much
mom.
larger
and
than a
and mom will
dog.
tell dad, and dad will say not.
Guys, that looked very large. I think we should
Let's
stay
go.
away.
Let's go see it. Go see it.
No!
How close
I've
are
never
we
seen
to
a dog
the,
that big.
entrance.
It's gotta be a big. cutie.
You're about midway in the
It's gotta
alley.
be a giant dog.
And
Yeah,
where
it's
is
gotta be
the-
like-
Where's the entrance
Was
to
Clifford
the?
out?
Where's the entrance
I'm
to
not
the
sure.
actual shop?
So we're
it's
still,
actually
we're
on
still
the
a
other
block
side
over.
of 5th Avenue. Yeah. So you're down past Pagli Eyes or Polly Eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're down halfway through that block in the alley.
Yeah, and you're looking down towards 5th Avenue.
Oh, so like right in here.
Yep.
Okay. So probably around there.
Yep, you're about there,
Okay.
and then the shop is here.
Alright.
Okay.
It is possible to be a 6 though.
There you go.
I'm testing them out. I get a lot of 5s.
Yeah. I would say try to hide and people go
Happy
past us.
sense of
No, I want to see
You
it.
wanna hide? You wanna go see it? So do you go like running down the?
Probably not running. I'll probably like cautiously walk.
Okay. So you kind of speed up your walk, but you're still kind of being cautious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've probably
I
done
see her
hecked up.
walking and I just kind of facepalm and follow her so she doesn't get bit.
Okay.
Wow, you care about me.
Kind of grip a hold of your bat a little bit tighter.
Oh, you care, that's so
Dude, I have
Ready
my
in
electric
case-
guitar on me, so I can just be that.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna just kind of freeze. I'm like, what?
Okay.
This
And
is
you're
out of a
hiding.
novel. What?
I think
I'm freezing too, like I'm freaked out. Like
I'm
not-
crawling out of the dumpster.
Yeah, I think we're arguing at the trash can. so-
Okay. You guys haven't even noticed.
Yeah, we don't even know what's going on.
You're too busy, like, ow!
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? Like, don't walk in front of me. What do you mean, don't walk in front of me? You
guess-
pushed me.
Can I try to get like, kind of like, I don't know, straighten my glasses and try to focus in and see if I got an item?
That would be a. Let's do investigation.
So if he
Or
uses
investigate.
his unique item to do this, he gets, what is that? What does that do?
He gets 2 extra dice.
Because you said your glasses are unique.
Yeah, my square glasses. Investigate. Anything else besides investigate?
Hopefully next week when I show up, I'll
that's
dress
mine.
as my
Mind. Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Whoa.
Oh.
Those guys hate me. 1-6.
1-6.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of focus in on it on this shadow, and it looks like a person running on all fours.
Actual
But
cannibal
before you can
shadow.
like really see any detail, they get past the entrance of the alley.
It's probably the rhubarb lady on the map.
That's Peggy Hill.
It looks like they're running in the direction of West Avenue.
These darn robots.
Somebody could be in danger though, or it. I doubt for better go what it is.
The person in danger is the person running on all fours on the map.
So the two of you get down to the end of the alley, and you kind of look down the street, and you don't see anything.
The sign, not the actual thing.
People on meth are really, really fast.
Yeah, that's very true. I've seen that. So
And that is a real drug in the 80s.
Hey,
Mom
where you
does
guys
that.
going?
That's like the only drug.
Wait for us.
What?
there's not anything there.
Ecstasy,
They ran
doing it,
away.
taking out the banana peel,
Start,
crawling out.
start rolling you in the trash can. Go
It's
for
like,
it.
okay, I'll solve this problem. Knocks it over and then he starts rolling me.
You
Like,
guys,
there's all
you
kinds
guys
of
hear the
noise.
sound of this trash can being rolled down the alley.
We're just like,
Sean, I think I'm gonna need you to make a roll to
Show
see
him
if
four
you
all
don't,
over again.
don't
He pulls you out of the
throw
trash
up.
can and you
get
become
rid of
friends.
your dinner that you just ate.
Okay, what would that be?
probably body.
Like a body force, maybe? Or like heart contact?
Let's just do a body check.
Don't vomit.
I vomit.
Oh, you vomit.
You see, it's like outside the trash.
Fortunately, you got you're kind of directed towards the exit of the trash can, so it comes out and it's all over your shoes.
I burst out laughing.
I got these for Christmas!
I burst out
We need to reserve them
I don't see that.
What is this centrifugal
Nice
force?
going, Ed.
He
I help you out of the trash
it
can.
around a
I'm
bit,
like
but
spinning a little bit. I'm dizzy as hell.
Sean's
What
lucky.
happened?
He doesn't actually get any on him.
Did we notice?
I'm
that
writing
happening?
down all the stuff that
Since
I
we were
can
looking
fail
at
with.
You're like a drunk girl.
You
in a
guys turn
stall.
around as you hear the retching going on.
Way to go, numbnut.
Okay. Where were we? Okay, so you guys were in the alley.
You peeked on my shoes.
We just saw. We
Wrote
didn't
that
see
down.
anything.
We saw the
Yeah, I wrote that down
dog
too.
thing.
And you guys saw something
Running on all fours. Thank you.
And then it just disappeared.
Keep on going straight then towards the.
What comic book store?
Yeah,
I'm heading
because
to-
it
I
seems
gotta
like
go
a
tell my
path.
uncle about this. I'm like, that was freaky. I gotta tell Ken.
Wait, that he threw up on his shoes or the monster?
No,
that-
the
No,
monster
that
thing.
that creepy, that
He
creepy
can
four-legged
obviously
thing.
smell this as he goes in.
Is there a hose somewhere that he could like wash his shoes off?
You can ask
There's
Ken.
probably like some fast food napkins or something in the garbage that he can like.
Sean pulls out this like clumped up soda soaked napkin. He's like, here you go. I kept these from the shop earlier. Here you go. They just stick to my shoes.
No,
I start sticking them to his shoes. I'm sorry.
instead of cleaning it, he just smears it all over the shoe.
I'm never. Just stop. Just stop.
I'm that guy from Yorkshire. A scoozy.
All right, so you guys walk across Fifth Avenue into the alley
He
and
leaves tracks.
down into Multiverse Comics. Your uncle's behind the counter.
What's his name?
Ken,
What's he look like?
Like Superman?
I haven't thought about it.
Hey, it looks like Steven.
He's a shorter guy and he's portly. He's not like huge, but he's a bigger guy.
Okay,
And he's got his full beard going on.
missing a front tooth.
I feel like you look like what you look like when you like didn't shave the other day.
He's got his giant birth control glasses on.
Okay.
Oh god.
So that's where that comes from. Huh?
Have you ever seen the comic book store owner from The Simpsons?
Yes.
Oh,
Like that with a beard.
Okay. So you guys walk down the stairs and There are comics all over the wall. There are shelves with boxes of comics that you can look through. There are stacks of comics on the floors and on the counters. I mean,
He walks in. Comic books are lame, I swear.
Yeah.
the place
Those
is
are for
just
posers.
the place is just chock full. And I mean, it's hard to actually get around with just all the stacks of comics.
It's very
in
messy.
this place.
Go look for Batman.
It's very easy to find Batman comics.
Alright, I'm gonna go from a weekend number 2.
This place like reeks of murder.
I'm pretty sure those are your shoes.
Hey man.
And you guys hear some dice rolling from the back room.
Oh god. Oh, and your nerd game.
Ed, let's go.
I
Probably
pull out the
Steven.
book, don't worry, I'm prepared.
You got my character sheet in
Is
there?
it? Do you think they're playing craps?
No.
Dude, I'd rather be
As
playing
soon as we
craps
hear the
than
dice
just
rolling,
Dungeons
Ed and I are in the back room.
Don't worry,
Oh.
you got character sheets
sheets.
too.
Are we? Are we playing a game within a game?
Basically.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Grab my
session-
character sheet.
It's kind of like that session where we found the people rolling, the ghosts rolling.
But that's like a Hearthstone with
We
an
go back
Airbnb.
there. Do you have a seat for 2 more?
When you guys get back there, you see Steven back there. He's got his AD&D screen up. He's got a huge stack of books that he's
Oh,
always
all the different
carrying around.
modules.
Yep. carrying around
I
with
got
him.
my player's handbook.
Yep.
Right here is what we need, and my character sheet's inside.
Over here,
it.
Steven.
This looks like such
So
I got-
late,
I got my
we went to go
sheet.
see the movie. It
Oh,
was
you did?
great.
Was it good?
Yes.
It's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, I have to step outside.
Me too. I'm just gonna.
The nerd
Yeah.
fumes in here just like
It's making my head ache.
It's like back before like deodorant was really like mandatory.
Oh, so probably just.
You just walk back in there. Just,
As soon as you walk into the back room, you're like,
It
oh,
smells
God.
like male teenager. Oh, God, I know that experience.
there's room. There's room for
I'm gonna
We
go.
gotta sit down.
I'm gonna go step outside.
Oh,
We're gonna sit down. We're gonna
Yeah.
kind of grab some.
Can we
dice to
literally
pull
play a
in
game
front
within a
of us.
game, please?
I sit down too, pull out my character sheet.
Dude, I'm going outside to smoke a cigarette.
What would your character
Screw
do
you guys.
as this character? That's a hard job.
Can we please have a whole Tales of the Loop session where we play D&D? We have an adventure within an adventure.
Please.
That'd
God,
be
play
fun.
AD. We gotta play it as AD.
We have to play an AD&D session and a Tales of the
Oh
Loop
my
session.
god.
Yes.
Alright, did you go outside with Lydia?
Yeah, I'm going.
She's just
outside.
gonna go.
Oh my god, we have to do this.
Steve, I
Am I right? She's
got my
trying to make
AD
small
character
talk.
ready as well.
Do you really have one made for this?
I need to.
Wait, you have a character made for this?
Oh, I
Sweet.
have several.
He
Oh
played. Him and Nathan both played some AD&D at one of the Gary.
Yeah, we
Oh,
went to
really?
we went to Garrett County. We played some AD&D. I really love the critical fail chart. That I need to find because that was really fun.
That would be a fun convention to go
He'll
to.
be back.
Oh my
Got
god.
her.
I saw you one of those, Sean.
What?
I saw you one of those. From Xanathar's guy.
Oh no, but like the
My old fire.
old like his way he did it is
What a nerd.
he has if you get a nat 1, you roll on this D20 chart, and then after that you
I'm going
like
to print
roll
off
again. Well, Ned got
colored
Nathan got
copy
2 ones,
of,
so not only
Action
did he
Comics
break his
number
sword,
one,
but it
and I'm
lodged
gonna
in
put
his
it over top
shoulder
of
as
a regular
well.
one.
Oh my god.
For 7.
I think this weekend when me and Kristen are in Des Moines,
Is that-
I'm gonna buy
many- how
the
many
Yeah,
sheets
outfits
do you
of
have?
my
World is this
characters.
weekend, isn't it? Oh, dude, that's gonna be
How
fun.
many
Wait, where's the
sheets do you
world? I
got?
can find the giant
What?
part.
How many
part
players
glasses.
do you actually
I don't know where
have
those.
of old
Do it.
characters you can
Dude,
use?
next session you totally gotta do your
I
hair
have-
like Clark.
I
This
wish I
one's
knew how. I
dead.
would totally.
I didn't even
fine.
I
name
tried
him.
to do my makeup.
He didn't
like
even
videos.
he didn't even make a name.
Does me.
Here, you know what?
It's my character.
I'll just use
I
this
feel
one
bad
because
that
she's
I'm
my
acting
human
like an
magic
asshole.
user.
With great
I wish I had a
power.
character sheet. These are just like names and some basic stats.
Cock.
I didn't have
Yeah.
character sheet. My character sheets are at home.
One green, one white.
Wait, I might have it here
Draw a
too.
card.
It might be in my folder.
Each card with a
Yeah.
toss five or greater.
I
I'm sure
have
you're probably
mine.
not standing near Lydia. She's getting you like.
Come in, just
No.
Oh.
probably
This is
Or
my
one,
AD&D
or is it goes to your
characters.
hand?
And power, right?
Side of the alley.
Power.
Just like
Yeah.
Is it my L?
Yeah.
It goes to your hand. It doesn't go to the field.
Yes, it goes to
Actually,
My
I'm
own
probably
personal
like right outside
yeah,
the door.
I have a mile
probably like
somewhere.
on
It goes
the
to
one
that
side of
field?
the
Like
door.
leaning
Yeah.
against the
Yeah,
wall.
well,
And I'm like on the
Or
other
is it
side,
later?
like trying to
And
clean
she'll
my
be like-
shoes
Use
off.
my enchantment.
Which
You
one
want
will we
some?
run?
Want
Smoking's bad.
Boom!
It feels good though. It makes you feel nice.
Dad said my teeth will fall out.
You can get
Wow, they got-
Yay!
Oh my god!
Yay!
Dude, is that an actual AD&D?
Yeah. I have a bunch of modules at my
It's
house
actually
too.
for Dungeons and Dragons, the box sets,
Oh, that is
It's not
so
for AD&D.
cool!
and it has an adventure with it.
Oh my god.
I have a bunch of AD&D modules at home.
So you guys are playing a game within a game.
Yep. So they're playing
I would
D&D
be too.
in the back room.
We're
Me and Green were in the alley.
we went outside to get some fresh air.
No, she's smoking. You're cleaning up
I was
your
gonna
shoes.
say by fresh air, you mean she opens up a pack of cigarettes? And
Yeah,
Probably Marlboro Lights.
it's a tough choice between BO and cigarettes.
We'll
I
take
made my
the
decision.
I made my decision.
do you offer him any?
I did. He said smoking's bad.
I said smoking's bad.
And I said, but it makes you feel good.
I'm gonna try to follow
That's
that.
what all
Try
the
to
cool
get
kids
them
are
to
doing
come back.
nowadays.
Okay.
All the
What?
rocker chicks
Fuck all the
smoke.
cool
Yeah, Pat Benatar is rumored to smoke, so probably not.
So
But.
you go outside and try to get them to come back inside.
Yeah, and try to play. Make you have to play.
Okay.
That game's for losers. I'm not.
Yeah, you know what? You guys can have your nerd convention.
What about you, Scott?
You want to go out and get stuck by that?
Yes, I do.
He's like, you're like,
Oh,
Ed's downstairs.
oh my god.
Oh, what time is it?
Hit the dude that barfed on my shoes.
It's 7.
I was thinking like rocks and candies.
So at this point, it's probably about 8:30, getting close
She
to
probably
9.
doesn't care about her.
It's starting to get dark. I mean, you guys know you'll probably have to go home pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the Benson's got a new doorbell installed. Wanna go mess with it?
Yes, let's do that. I'm down. Pranking's fun.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go do some prank.
Ding
Yeah, I'm
dong
gonna let them
ditch.
know that we better supposed to go on this a different day.
Okay.
Just so we can get home in time for.
That's true.
Curfew.
Curfew.
What are you doing, Tommy?
I'm with them playing D&D.
Okay.
My uncle shot.
Yeah.
So are you guys gonna stay playing D&D or are you gonna head out?
Oh,
I'm probably gonna realize what time it is and be like,
Yeah.
oh, I did curfew. We should probably get going.
Oh yeah, my mom's gonna hook me up her pretty soon. So
Rain check.
Next time.
sure.
You're like, next time, trim a horse.
You guys want to do it at my house next time over at Spencer Street?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Fine with me?
I'm totally trash.
Next weekend,
Ooh, do you wanna
I'm
TP their
starting
house?
the
That
Ravenloft
sounds
box
fun.
set. You guys should definitely
Yes.
be there.
Definitely
Yes. We'll be there.
I'll have my uncle drop me off.
Alright, so you guys are starting to move towards the Bensons. They live over on the north side of town,
Okay.
over by the college. The college at this point hasn't quite bought all those houses over there yet, so they live in that area.
They don't own
Okay.
half the town.
We get outside that node we found. Ah, must have gone home.
And you guys step outside and you see them walking down the alley towards 6th Avenue.
Where are you guys going?
We're gonna do some pranking. That's fun. That's what the cool
Better
kids
get
do.
home before
Yeah, we have curfew to meet.
before Sarah tells mom.
I'm not worried.
Yeah. No, I can't stay out past curfew. Otherwise, Dad takes away my allowance.
Fine. What about you, Double D?
Calm down.
Let's go do
Alright?
it.
I'm going home and I'm gonna tell Dad.
My uncle's about to close up shop and then we're going home, so.
Alright, so you guys are heading home. The two of you are going to go play baseball with somebody's doorbell.
Or mailbox.
Your
Depending.
mailboxes.
Yeah.
They're
Ooh,
gonna
we
position.
should
That's
break
a
their
federal
house while we're at
offense.
it.
Mailbox baseball.
Do you have extra toilet paper?
Done that.
Wait, you've TP'd a house before?
No, but I played mailbox baseball.
Oh.
Too many
Sounds
streets
fun.
in town make it really easy anymore, so.
Yeah.
I lived out in the country. We did it out there.
I'm
Easier
smart.
to
I
get
got one
away
of those
with it.
mailboxes attached to my porch. It's one of those you flip open those little lid things.
We do too.
Normally we would have, but you know, when the neighbor gets bit,
Alright.
well, the mailman gets bit by the dog.
So the two of you head off towards the Bensons.
Now they're carrying
You guys
mace.
have probably pranked these people before.
Ooh, have they learned their lesson?
Mailman tried to make
No.
my dog.
We're kids. Do we ever learn our lesson?
Yeah.
No, I mean them.
Oh, probably not.
So
Maybe.
when you guys get over to this house, it's a 2-story house. You know, it's kind of a well-off place. Ugly ass green paint.
Just like it would be.
Mailbox out front next to the street.
Looks kind of beaten and worn.
Yeah, it's got a couple of dents in it. They have a nice porch. There's a couple of kind of black burnt spots in the middle of the porch next to the door.
Probably smoking too.
Either that or he was got like bags of cop shit and lit it
Set it on fire.
right in front there.
We
Ding the
probably
doorbell
would.
and ran for it.
Yeah.
Wait, is Double D a troublemaker too?
Somewhat.
Oh yeah, partners in crime.
Mostly mailbox baseball.
Alright, so you guys
I practice
are...
the swing.
you guys are going to have to sneak up to this house in order to do something with it. So before you do that, before you roll for sneak, tell me what you're doing.
Oh.
And I ring the doorbell and just kind of run away and
Yeah,
hide.
we'll do that.
Ding
Do they
dong
have any like
ditch.
bushes or anything in the front yard?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go hide in the bushes.
Okay.
Play some ding dong ditch.
Alright, so that's going to be pretty easy. You're still going to have to roll sneak in order to get up to the house, and then afterwards you'll have to do a move roll to get away. I believe those are both body rolls.
So which one are we doing?
Do the sneak first to get up to the house without being noticed.
Oh yeah. Cool. Did you get 26?
Scott got one
Okay, I got
finally.
one too.
Okay, so both of you are able to sneak up to the house with no problem.
Yeah.
Which one of you is ringing the doorbell?
Who wants to do it this time?
Rock, paper, scissors, or do it.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, no, it's 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I just go on 3.
Okay.
Aha.
Best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Best 3 out of 5.
Okay, fine.
Alright, so you reach out,
Yeah, I ring the doorbell.
ring the doorbell, and the two of you go running. Go ahead and roll a move.
Body move.
Yep, body move.
Ooh, I get 6.
Scott's like, I made it.
Smiley face.
Yep, I make it.
Alright, so you guys dive into the bushes. And you see Mr. Benson open the door. He looks out. You can see the look of disgust on his face. He knows that there are kids out here. He doesn't know who it is. He didn't see anybody. But he knows they're out doing again.
He's just gonna set a bear trap in the bush.
Oh god.
Opens the door. Leave my mailbox alone.
You do see that he's wearing some pretty heavy-duty boots.
Oh,
Those look like badass boots, man.
Better stomp out the dog shit without burning his foot.
Speaking of which, when do you want to do that next time? You want to do it here soon? I know a dog.
I know it.
Just to be clear, what's up the dog shit, not the dog on fire.
I know a dog.
Don't get Tucker on fire now. Smoked pot, brick Jill.
He likes to read and drink.
He brings me cigarettes.
That's the thing.
She's not the smartest person.
You want to make it worse? I know a homeless person.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
We'd have him shit in a bag and
Ooh, that'd be.
But Tommy has a home.
Yeah, I do. I have a nice house. My dad works all the time.
Uncle runs the company.
Oh, he doesn't have money. He mooches off me and my dad.
Probably.
He runs the comic shop. Like,
He gets paid allowance for watching you.
he probably does.
Probably makes more money at that than he does in shop.
That's actually what my aunt did when she first moved back from, she used to live in Tahoe, she moved back down, and my mom literally paid her to watch us because my mom worked for dispatch, so she was gone all the time. So she literally paid her to watch us.
Alright. So, you guys have pulled your prank. You see him go back inside the house. And do anything else? Or?
We'll do high five. Yeah.
Alright, so you guys high five and
Oh.
you gonna head home or?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have.
Alright, so at this point, everybody's gone home for the evening. Getting ready for bed, dealing with families.
Oh joy.
Does anybody want to interact with their parents at all? This is basically at a point where if somebody wants to run a scene, you know, dealing with everyday life, They can
I'll probably tell my mom how the movie went. Dad's probably sitting there watching TV.
I'll probably do the
She's doing her best to humor.
She's doing her best to pretend to care.
Yeah.
But in realistic, she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's probably thumbing to the TV guide or working on the crossword puzzle or something.
Probably doing dishes or something, you know.
My character rolled a crit.
I asked my mom
That's
when
nice,
Dad's
Clark.
because he's not home when I get there.
Uh-oh.
Working late again.
Mom's not home, but Dad is, and I tell Dad that Lydia's out pranking again.
Dad's always working late. He's never home anymore.
I'm gonna ask my mom if she's heard from Dad.
Like, how can you even sell cars at night? Are there any customers? I don't get it.
Oh boy, there's so much
Banging
more you
secretary.
need.
Well, he's working in the garage,
Oh.
That he is.
That's what I'm thinking.
twisting some nuts.
My dad
Oh, yeah.
is always
Buckling
working
some
at the
bolts.
My dad's always working at the loop, so I just get home to another
Throw that
recipe on the
one
board. There's money left there for me and the uncle. And,
Throw another TV dinner in the microwave.
yeah, me and my uncle sit down to watch a movie at home before bed. So
I asked my mom, how's Dad? She goes, pretty much, she has scheduled visit today, and she like, just tells me about how he's holding up and about how long he has left, roughly, if he's good, if he's not. And I just...
He hasn't been shanked yet.
Right. Have you ever watched
Has he dropped the soap yet?
The Green Mile?
It's been a long time, but yeah.
No. Maybe
Or
that's the right one, right?
rope?
Where the guy... No.
Shawshank Redemption.
That's what I'm
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Better,
thinking.
better, good.
Yeah, that's basically what he's doing right now, probably.
Okay.
Like tunneling.
So he's an accountant for the
Right.
for the warden.
Adam,
What?
I am very glad you've seen Shawshank.
I think most of us
It was
do.
about 6 months ago, yeah.
he's living a little.
Yay!
Now we just gotta get David to see Princess Bride and
It's
Right? Oh my god.
And they get you guys to fucking see Explorers.
We'll set up
I'm
a
gonna have to
movie
edit
night.
that out. So, night passes by. You guys wake up in the morning. It's Friday on August. No school. What do you guys do?
probably go to the hangout.
Yeah,
See
I'm gonna
if
ride
anybody's
my bike to the school to go to the
See what
hideout.
else.
It's approaching the weekend. We probably all get together for lunch or something.
Hopefully not
Peanut
throw
butter
up.
sandwiches or something.
Heading to the hangout.
We probably slept in, so probably skipped breakfast.
Yeah. Probably
You get a lot
like
of
riding our
PB
bikes or
there.
scooters there.
Spend the morning doing chores or whatever.
Yeah, listen to
Okay.
music.
So do all of you just have bicycles, or does somebody have like a scooter? Or
I probably have a scooter.
I got a really nice Schwinn.
okay,
I've got a regular old bike.
I have a mountain bike.
mopeds were kind of a thing in the '80s.
Did they have skateboards?
I'm 12. I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna give me
I have
an
a-
accident-prone kid.
I have a skateboard. I
You're
don't
probably
know.
just gonna
I don't know
walk.
any tricks. I just ride on the skateboard.
No idea. I
have
probably have a
skateboard too.
unicycle.
Ooh, should she have a
Broken
skateboard or scooter?
Probably. Skateboard.
Skateboard. Okay.
I got a skateboard.
She rides it
I
with
can't
heels.
do tricks, but
You
She's
probably
cool,
wear
like chewing
pads
some bubble
and
gum.
helmet
Yeah.
when you're on a bicycle.
Yep. With that,
She doesn't give
with that
fudge.
dead ass.
somebody should have roller
Yeah, like-
skates.
He's
Yeah,
the one-
exactly.
He rides the one that you have to sit down on and you just...
Oh, you gotta like pedal it yourself.
Yeah. You're the one that you sit down and you
He's like,
I cruise around in that little kid's car with the yellow top and the red.
That's your chin magnet.
Yeah, little.
Dude,
I
that's
cruise
what you
around in a
cruise
big
around.
wheel. I cruise in the.
Do they have big wheels?
Beep beep, baby little car.
I'm not gonna cruise around a big wheel, but that'd be hilarious.
All right,
So we're riding the skates.
So you guys all meet up at some point during the day, probably mid-morning, late morning, over at the middle school on some of the playground equipment. Off in the distance, because there's like fields and stuff behind the middle school, you guys see a couple of farmers using a robot to work the field. It's getting kind of close to harvest time, so
Where are the towers located? Perspective here.
they are out on Highway 6. You can always see them pretty much anywhere you are in town.
Do you know if they're like heavily guarded? I should
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
So if I stood behind a tree right in front of them, I could still see them.
But I see over.
Probably.
Dang.
Like right in front of a tree.
Well, I mean, if you like covered your face up like this and looked directly at the tree, no. But,
You can still see it radiating though.
I mean, they are essentially downtown Chicago skyscrapers in the middle of nowhere, Iowa.
I think we should.
You see them from anywhere in the county.
I think we should go check out the farmers. What they're doing.
Go watch the robots.
Yeah.
Robots.
I'll
They look
pass.
okay.
Robots
There's
are cool.
swings nearby, so I'm just gonna go
Wait,
swing.
what day is it? It's
Friday.
It's
This is
Friday.
Friday.
Okay, I was gonna say if it's Tuesday, we got a game going.
What are we doing for lunch, guys? I'm getting kind of hungry.
I got a peanut butter.
I thought we were
Wanna
supposed
go
to do
to
that
Walmart?
tonight.
Well, you have dinner at
It's
night.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Oh.
lunch.
My uncle's got some TV dinners at his shop. We can read comic
You
books.
always have TV dinners.
Dude, those are.
Keep your stupid comic books away from me.
Hey, I'm not gonna
Hey,
let
man.
dinner sound better than peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Because I'm like, scratch. Look up, man.
Where's my stuff? She's probably.
So the robots out in the field kind of look like these.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Oh, it's more of the
Yeah.
world.
I thought that was underwater for a second.
I think they are.
No, I think it's in the
It's
snow.
in the snow.
It looked like underwater.
For those who want to, you go over to the fence that's on the south side of the middle school and you watch these robots working in the field. It just looks like they're going around and detasseling.
So, Ed,
Robots
Lydia,
are cool.
where'd you guys disappear to last night?
Did some fun pranks and
Ed
stuff.
and Lydia sitting in a tree.
Shut the fuck up before I
K-I-S-S.
Something,
I tried in because it's not me this time.
Shut up, idiot.
do it. I just like punch your arm. Like
He would have totally failed the sneak
It
check on
makes
that
sense if you
prank.
punch me.
that would probably happen. She's probably like chewing her bubble gum and like giving you the look. Like
I gotta,
I'm just ignoring all of this that's going on and just swinging.
You're just trying to see how high you can go, or
oh
just
my god.
okay.
I'm
Jump.
happy because they are doing.
You can fly for a short second.
Okay.
I've got my notebook on me. I'm making
Dude,
notes
it's-
about the robot that I'm trying to build in my garage.
Okay.
What a nerd.
Are you like trying to watch the ones out in the field?
Yeah, no, I'm watching the ones out in the field and I'm kind of like
Taking notes.
writing in my notebook.
You're drawing a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like Lydia's probably like smoking out.
Probably.
Not
I had that song stuck in my head all day.
Not
Holy
gonna go
crap.
hang out with your boyfriend.
Are you sure you don't want to shut the fuck up right now? I'll help you if you want.
I walk up
Ooh,
this
it's
and I'm
Be
like,
careful, Ed. She's two-timing on you.
As you guys are doing this, you see a woman and two kids. They're probably 16, 17. Come out of one of the doors of the middle school.
They were held back a lot.
By a lot.
The two boys appear to be wearing scout uniforms.
Eagle Scouts?
Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts.
They look like a bunch of nerds.
They'd be really young.
And you see that she has field glasses, and it looks like they may be going out to do something. You know, you guys know this woman. Her name is Linda Tanner. She hasn't been in town that long, maybe 6 months at best. You know that she knows a lot about wildlife, and the Boy Scouts you know as being members of the wildlife club, who go out and they spend a lot of time around campfires, and it's kind of an extension of the Boy Scouts program. You know, they go out and they watch birds and other wildlife.
I would love to tag along with that.
I call them lame for that, but then I run the
Dude,
comic book club at
Me
that
as
school.
myself, I would love that, but they would hate
So
that.
are you going to approach them and ask to go with them?
Yeah, I will.
Hannah's gonna approach them and ask them if they know anything about the giant dog thing that was running around in town last night.
It's not a dog, it was person.
A person.
She said a dog thing. She didn't know. She didn't see that it was human-esque. She just saw something running around on all fours.
So as you guys step up, you start to ask about going with them, and then you say that, and she looks like she's getting ready to reply to you, and then she stops and just kind of glares at you for a moment. And then she turns to you and says, "No, you're not welcome."
That's rude.
We have to earn them like they did.
It's a select group.
Oh, that's racist.
Where are they going?
This is because he has glasses?
No.
Are you sure? Because...
I have glasses. See, they're binoculars. I hold them up.
Oh. It's because he doesn't have his own set of binoculars, he can't join your little party? That is...
Where are they even
in
going?
character would, from my past experiences from the other the science teacher, would I know would that be like the related?
Kid, so I can use the race card.
They're not related. You know that Neil, who is one of the science teachers that you've kind of
Right.
talked to and stuff. You know that he used to run the Wildlife Club, and then when she came to town, they started off working together, but then she kind of took over and he left the group.
Gotcha.
Did they have a failed relationship?
I'll kind of just disperse them.
Okay.
But I would like to try to. I see some fishing going on here, so when they go to walk away, I want to talk them through.
Okay.
When they go to walk away, I guess between bells.
She turns away from you guys. She seems like she's a little stuck up as she leads the two boys away from you. They go over to this little red sports car, and they get in and drive away.
That's
Rude. They didn't even tell me where they're going.
That's a pretty sweet car, though.
Yeah, but my dad's a little.
I'm gonna hit their mailbox with my bat.
Get the car with your bat.
Ooh, that sounds fun too.
That's vandalism.
But that's fun.
yours is
And
a
they
federal
call me the
offense.
dumb one.
And do you?
Okay, that's expensive vandalism.
But well worth it.
Alright, you wanted to say something? You wanted to talk with the group?
Well, I was gonna say tail them, but they kind of went off the car, so can't quite tail them.
Don't worry, I got my red sports car of my own. Pull up my little Tykes car.
Are you sure that'll fit too?
Oh yeah. I say as like parts of my body are like sticking out of the car. Oh yeah, hop in.
Let's get in. Let's go somewhere.
Alright.
Hi, Bobby. You want to go for a ride?
Party. Let's go party.
When did that song come out?
Like in the 90s.
Oh man, I was gonna say that.
It was huge when I was in elementary school.
By the way, I think Colin and I talked about our group theme song. We were thinking "Bad to the Bone" for our theme song.
God.
Like slow motion walk.
Slow motion walking down the street.
And then one of us trips.
And then Ed trips and falls into a trash can.
And rolls down the rest of the way.
It could be another one bites the dust, and then we all trip as we walk.
Literally start with like Stand By Me and immediately go into Monsters Inc.
Yeah, right?
It's literally like the first part of our campaign where we're all getting together having a good time, and then we like start walking slow motion and just trips and falls into a trash can.
And then you end up
vomits
kicking
on
up.
my shoes. Some meth heads running around on all floors.
That's Grinnell for you.
I'm the Kenny of the group right now. Instead of dying, just bad stuff happens to me.
Should we?
Can I make my character unlucky? Is that a thing?
We could probably do something like that.
My character's just unlucky. I always roll at disadvantage.
I mean, we
Your
didn't.
character is the Neville Longbottom of the group.
Yes.
Why is it always me?
Yeah, right?
I don't want to play a shot anymore.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
I think it's time to go get lunch.
Yeah. Probably head to,
I'm probably gonna just bike to the college and go hang out at Dad's office and have a sandwich.
Okay.
No, Hannah, you should come with us. We're gonna go to Maid Right.
I'm gonna go hang out with my dad.
You sure will pay?
Ew.
Lydia, you want to go get a hamburger?
Hell yeah. Was it okay to say that? Okay.
Hamburger and
Tony.
smokes. Let's go.
Yeah, I got a few packs.
Double D.
I think at this point I'm just gonna put an adult language.
Maybe some flipping off.
Clark, you gonna come get some hamburgers?
Sure.
Hell yeah. Damn it, Lydia.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's how she says it.
Do you guys have a name for your group?
The idiots.
Or is there a name that you guys get called?
Ooh.
There's probably one of those.
Magnificent.
No.
Yes.
No.
The American Idiots.
I'm gonna write this
What
down
would
somewhere.
you call a group of hooligans?
The Goonies.
Did that
Just
be
had
It
better?
did just come
Yeah.
out.
You know,
The Goonies 2.0.
I like that one. That's a good one.
No.
No?
We're like 11. We'd be more creative and stupid than Goonies 2.0.
Yeah, that's true. We have smart and dumb people
The
in our
other
group.
Goonies.
The other Goonies. That one Goonies group.
The Scooby Goonies.
The
The
Goonie
Grinnell
Gang.
group.
Yeah, the
The Grinnellians.
The Goonie Gang.
The Goonie Gang. The Scooby Gang.
Goonie Gang. X-Force.
If we're gonna go that far, why don't we just call ourselves the X-Men or Justice League?
One of your
Avengers
nerd
been out?
names?
Is
That's
Avengers
so
out yet? We
posh.
can be the event.
We could be
What?
the
We could be the
Super
West
Friend
Coast
guys.
Avengers.
Oh
There you go.
God, please don't. Super best friends.
there were Avengers. The cartoons that are out right now are G.I. Joe, Transformers.
Oh, it's got their Saturday morning cartoons.
Thundercats? No,
with Tom and Jerry
Thundercats wasn't out in
and
85. That was
stuff.
later.
I'm trying to think of what. With the
Scooby Doo and the Mystery Machine. You
We could
were
be the
probably
Smurfs.
You were probably watching. Yeah, Smurfs was a thing. You were probably watching reruns of Johnny Quest.
Care Bears.
Oh, Strawberry Shortcake. Oh, that's her
The
favorite.
Quest-
I vote for
the
Scooby
Cabbage
Goonies.
Patch Kids.
Yeah.
God.
That's
I
what
like the
I'd try.
Scooby Goonies.
Scooby Goonies.
Quest.
My
Scooby
sister
Goonies.
and I had Cabbage Patch dolls.
The
I
Questers.
still have one.
I had one. I
We
don't
should
know.
call ourselves Goonie Inc. I mean,
It
there's,
says Mystery Inc. It's
there's
Goonie
Mystery
Inc.
Inc.
Scooby Goonies.
I like Goonie Inc. better.
Scooby Goonies.
Scooby Goonies Inc.
Scooby Snacks.
I love Goonie
I like
Inc.
Scooby
That sounds good.
Goonies Inc.
Twister.
Don't make it weird. Kid.
The Loopers.
So what's our group name?
Loopers. The Loopers.
The Loopy
I like
Goonies.
that one.
The Loopers. I like that.
We don't go around with shotguns killing people for the future.
You don't know that.
We could.
Hasn't come out yet, Scott.
We are not.
Double D.
We are not terrible Bruce Willis movies.
Oh.
So what do we call ourselves?
So Loopers wouldn't be bad of a name because you
We live
live
in the
a
loop.
town where
That has
you
the.
have, and everybody calls it the loop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
the
a particle.
cul-de-sac.
Oh,
it's a,
okay.
it's
How
a
about-
particle accelerator.
How about the Little Loopers?
Oh, I like that one.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Instead of the Little Rascals, it's the Little Loopers.
Yeah.
Mm,
You're right. Little Loopers.
Why is he always coming to
Trying
good
to
names?
draw this design in like an 11.
This is coming naturally, dude.
Ooh, should I design
That
us a
looks
logo? Dude, that'd be cool.
That would be
Like we could get
awesome.
t-shirts.
We could get matching t-shirts. We get t-shirts, guys.
Alright,
That'd
so
be
it's a
dope.
bit of a ride from the middle school to the main drive, but you guys get there.
With my
It's even
cool
further from the
skateboard.
middle school to the college, but you
Yeah.
know, I make it.
I would ask her before I come with you.
Oh, you want to come hang out with me and my
Yeah, I
dad?
wanted to learn more. Try to see if I learn anything about it.
About the,
Such a
what?
nerd.
The accelerator. If it's
What-
possible.
What would dad teach?
What do you do?
I'm thinking maybe something with history.
Sex ed.
I could totally.
No. He's probably a history or anthropology professor.
Yeah.
I would still
Like
be
the way I
interested
kinda made him
the
sound
higher
in the
education.
Teaching the ladies biology.
It would be
If you
an
know what I
opportunity
mean.
for
Anatomy.
you to hit up the college library.
Alright.
I want burger.
Oh, gross.
Milkshake.
So, yeah.
Smear the blood on my book.
Oh, gross.
Way to go, man.
Alright, so you guys head over to main
Stop playing
drive.
my character for me.
It hasn't changed much in all these years. I mean, basically what Montgomery's looks like now is what Maid-Rite looked back then.
So it's got all the booths on the side.
Yep.
And the kind of stool. Yeah.
They really have not changed that place much other than to rename it.
Their burdens are still probably
Yeah, because
really
they
good.
didn't. They gave up the Montgomery. Well,
So you guys are eating, getting messy. You know.
A little too much
Kid
ketchup
stuff.
on it.
I'm still giving Lydia shit about her Ned.
Will you shut the Oh.
I keep giving him little taps on the head with my back.
You
Got like a
two
bruise.
head over to the college. You're having some sandwiches that your dad made before he left in the morning. You're in the library. As you're browsing through the books, you hear a kind of a weird noise, and then you smell something. It nearly smells like somebody shit their pants.
And I was not there.
Can you try to figure out what that would be?
Somebody shit their pants.
You
There's just some dude right next to you like,
You see David sitting in the door.
Yeah, he's got the.
So you
vertical
head down the
glasses.
aisle and you kind of you turn around the corner and you kind of look down the aisle next to you, and you see a man. Let's see, I got a picture of him here. He looks like this. He's in that aisle.
Miss Stanley.
It's not. You know him as Jeff Allen. You normally would see him over at the Stewart Library, which is downtown, it's a couple of blocks from here. But he's the custodian and the librarian for the Stewart Library. You know, ever since Mary went missing, he's kind of taken over her role.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'll walk up to him. I know him. I'm right over there.
I know we're supposed to be doing something.
Yeah, I mean, you.
I'm gonna try to have a conversation with
I mean,
him.
everybody kind of knows him.
Okay.
Most people don't interact with him a whole lot because he's never in a good mood. Yeah.
Oh,
You say hello to him.
I will.
He just kind of looks over at you for a minute and then goes back to looking at the shelves.
I'll kind of ask him. I mean, like, if he's okay, and how the library you normally are at doing and all that. How you're keeping up on it.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just the two libraries kind of share books once in a while.
Gotcha. Just for each other, basically.
Can I help you with something? Do you need some help finding something?
I just like. I guess I'm just seeing what.
You hear him pass gas.
I'll walk away at that point.
You're just like,
Mid conversation.
yeah, right. Just walk away.
It wasn't quiet.
Alright.
Let me just fan it out.
Yeah, I mean, when it happens,
How's it going?
he doesn't even flinch.
I'm gonna go home and
So
put
apparently-
my notes
apparently
for my
you're in
character.
this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You
I'm gonna
farted.
do that. With
Did you actually put me in 1980 for now?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh shoot! I'm excited to see.
Okay, so we got this. He's in the library, and then he hears this fart,
Okay.
and it smells like ass.
Definition of you, honey.
No, I don't.
Steven.
Are you sure it's not ogre?
Oh god.
Rob?
Why
People
don't
say
you give me an
David's fat.
investigation roll?
Investigation?
Yeah.
That'd be mind as well.
Yes.
Mind
To go for a minute.
and investigation.
Oh, we got a 6.
1, 2, 3. That would not be that. Yeah, I got 1 6.
Okay. You notice that the books that he's holding on to, and he seems to be taking some off the shelf, have to deal with robotics and cyborgs.
I'll kind of
what's the?
Well, I go to walk away and then I know it's not. And I'm like,
Mirror.
are you working on a robot of some sort?
No, I just.
And a chance to leap over.
Mary and I used to read a lot of these types of books.
Gotcha.
Do you need something? I mean, I know I don't work here, but
Right.
normally the kids don't come up to me unless they want something.
I just am concerned.
Or if they're reading Bratz, and then I have to chase them out of my library.
I was just concerned about you. I mean, you've been through a lot, obviously.
I'm fine.
That's fair. Do I see more books like that on the shelf?
Yeah.
I'll grab one. Can I read one?
Sure.
And
Are you just gonna grab one random and?
I'll try to one that fits more of my interests, I guess. Look for one in particular.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to get a book off the shelf.
Yeah, and I'll go read other
Okay.
books then.
You go to a table and start reading through it. Alright. So for you guys over at night, right? Anything interesting going on over here?
Just shocked that I haven't knocked anything over yet.
Yeah, right. Wow, he's not being a klutz.
What you don't realize though is you have ketchup just smeared all over
It's like a
your
ketchup
face.
beard.
You just never realized it yet.
And nobody's gonna say anything either.
No, but everybody's just kind of grinning every time they look at you.
Don't say anything to him. It's too freaking funny.
They're like laughing, and I'm like, I
We're just
I
giggling at
didn't get
you.
the joke, guys.
I'm not normally one for the jokes, but even I'm laughing.
He's the joke.
They're like, with this Tommy over here's like, this weirdo, he with us. I'm not the guy who gets picked on all the time.
I'm laughing. He's like, I haven't even told a joke yet.
I haven't even said one funny thing today.
One of the guy behind the counter, after watching you for a while, he takes a couple of napkins and hands them to you.
Lydia just bursts out laughing.
Look in the mirror behind the counter.
Look at me. Oh.
He just sticks it to his face again.
Yeah, stick.
He had a ketchup beard, and nobody told him about it.
I definitely didn't.
No, nobody told him about it. We thought it was too funny.
The guy behind the counter eventually told me.
We just died laughing.
Um,
I'm writing that down. That might be important.
you guys also see a guy sitting in a booth by himself. He's been there since before you came in. Doesn't look like he's touched any of his food, and he's kind of mumbling to himself.
I'm gonna toss a pickle at him.
Throw a ketchup packet.
He's probably in his early 20s. You throw a ketchup packet at him?
Or a pickle. Or both.
at him?
I'll do both.
Basically, I'm gonna throw the pickle and act like nothing.
Just
Okay.
act inconspicuous.
I hope. Oh, if he starts a food fight.
Ooh, food fights are fun.
I am paying for it.
Dude, nobody's paying for it. I'm getting out of here.
Who has the money? I'm not here, but who has the money? You missed it, Sean.
Oh
Bang! I just got that clean.
Or he hits him and Sean gets the blame for it.
Point.
no. Hey!
Alright, so that's going to be a force roll. So force and body.
Uh-oh. Don't screw this up.
I believe in you.
Yeah, you hit him with the pickle. Just right smack in the forehead.
Does it stick?
He's kind of looking down at his plate when it happens, and he's like in mid sentence. It looks like he's talking to himself, and he just stops.
Kind of stops,
now.
looks over, and I'm just eating, trying to wipe my face off, and they're all simultaneously pointing at me.
You're just, it's his fault.
They're all like, he didn't. I'm like, what's going on, guys? I'm like
Yeah,
confused. I'm
now
still
instead of
cleaning myself off a bit.
Oh, God.
keep your food to yourself.
I'm trying, but it's all over my face.
Just give you a high five. Yeah. So fun.
He goes back to mumbling to himself.
What's he saying? Can I hear him?
You'll have to go a little bit closer to us.
Go closer.
Hear what he's saying.
I'll go over and like
Walk past.
if he's next to the counter, I'll kind of like be on his right side, so I'm a little bit closer.
Alright, so so you've got the front door, the counter is kind of here, and he's off to your right along the wall at the end.
Is he in the circle booth or the one next to the bathrooms?
He's in the circle booth,
Okay. Oh, he's in a giant booth by himself.
but he's by himself.
What a loser.
I mean, he's not got his back to you, but he's like in that corner. You could probably get close without him really paying much attention to you. I mean, it doesn't look like he's really
There.
I mean, the only interaction that he's had with anybody so far is the pickle.
Well, I'll do that.
Okay. I want you to go ahead and roll me a sneak though.
Uh-oh.
Are you bad at sneak?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Body?
Ready? Yep.
Ooh.
Alright, so as you're making your way to the booth next to him, you sit down in the booth, and he kind of looks up at you for a moment. Kind of shakes his head, picks up a sandwich and takes a bite out of it.
Okay.
You sit there for a little bit, probably good 4 or 5 minutes before he starts talking to himself again. You catch bits and pieces. You hear him say the name Peter.
There's another name for me.
And something about a dream machine.
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man.
Nope. I'll kind of like after I hear him pick up some words, I'll go back over to the group.
Okay.
I'll say that dude was crazy.
He seemed shit insane.
Yeah. So he's talking about like a dream machine. And he mentioned Spider-Man or Peter.
You know what Spider-Man is.
Wow, I thought you weren't into nerd
Everyone knows who
stuff.
Spider-Man. Duh.
Nerd.
Like you said.
Wouldn't you know Spider-Man if you don't read comic books? Like, aren't they mainstream enough in the 80s?
Got Spider-Man lunchbox, Spider-Man backpack,
But what do you
Spider-Man,
have known
Oh
who?
Leave me alone.
Spider-Man
That.
pencils.
Most people know who Spider-Man is, especially kids, because, I mean, when you were younger, you may not be into it now, but when you were younger, you probably had Spider-Man pajamas. Or Superman pajamas.
He still has them. He doesn't want people to know.
What? No, I didn't.
They're in the back of the closet next to the bellhop.
They have, they have the footies on it.
Oh no. They have like the hood on
His
it.
treasured items
Yeah,
are
I miss
Woody
these
Spider-Man
pajamas.
Dude,
pajamas.
those were so comfy.
Yeah, so they had the plastic feet
like
on
with the
them,
little bubbles
and
on
the
them.
zipper that would like start at the bottom of your leg and like come up past the crotch to your neck, and it would, if you zipped it all the way, it would be real.
Did they have the ass flaps on them?
No, that's what the zipper was
I've got
for.
my-
That's why it went all the way down to your leg.
I've got my Superman pajamas that have a cape on them.
I was just gonna say it probably has to have a case on it. That's funny.
I'm gonna toss him in the pickle.
Great, ready to roll.
Can I try and like smack it?
Sure.
Shoot some
You
spit ones in.
make me a roll as well. Force.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that mean anything?
It's a
Oh
straight.
shoot!
It's a straight.
No, but if we were playing Yahtzee right now, yeah.
I also got a 6.
Okay, so you throw the pickle, and you catch like the tip of it off your finger as it goes through the air, and it changes its trajectory
And hits me in the head.
and it
Oh,
shifts.
As I'm like cleaning myself off. Smack!
Smack right on the other side.
Come on, man! I just finished cleaning on this side!
I
We're
like
probably all dying.
unintentional. I just kind of look at you and I start like busting out laughing.
Uh,
I blow